You guys, so I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late today. I'm a little bit of a disaster. I just had to run out and I was at the grocery store. I had to get some eggs and some milk and some potato rolls, and I had to get a newspaper. And trying to find a New York Post in western rural Connecticut is not an easy feat. They had literally two left at the grocery store, and I needed to find one because I have some news. I'm so excited about this. Um, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you. That's what I'm going to do. So what do? I double tap to flip the camera, and I show you that I am officially a contributor to the New York Post. Today's paper. That's today's paper, everybody. I am a New York Post contributor. I am so freaking excited I can't even stand myself.
How's that?
I don't know. I'm back. Hi. So there's that. So I am in the newspaper today, and I just showed you the article, and that is super flippin' exciting. I can't even, it just happened so fast. Like the other day, one of the reporters reached out to me and asked me for a quote for one of their articles, and we got to talking, and now I'm in the article, and I'm considered a contributor, and it's all kinds of exciting for me. So we are celebrating here today. And so I got to thinking about it because the article is about parent safety on the playground, which is kind of funny because in today's day and age, we tend to hover over our children. I don't, but a lot of people do. And my contribution to the article was, allowing your kids to be kids and allowing them to experience childhood the way that we experienced childhood. You see on Facebook all these posts about nostalgia and how, when we were growing up and we were kids, we were allowed to play outside without our parents and ride our bikes and be gone until dark and come home to like your dad's whistle, or when the street lights came on, and that's when you had to go out and go home for dinner, or and then you got to go back out and you got to play flashlight tag and all the stuff that you used to play in the dark with your friends, right? And people complain that we don't have that for our kids, except you actually can have that for your kids if you're the kind of parent who A, trusts your children, and B, does not live in fear of something happening to them. Now, I know that there is the remote possibility of something happening to them, but if you live in fear, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss all the great stuff that goes along with raising your kids and your kids growing because you're too afraid to let them do stuff, or you're too afraid to experience it with them. Case in point. We live in New York City most of the time. We live in Connecticut some of the time. And we're here during the summer. And so my kids get to have the kind of summers and childhood that I remember growing up. My kids get to leave the house whenever they want on their bikes, and they get to go play with their friends and go down to the lake and go swimming and do whatever it is they want during the day. Paddleboards, play in the schoolyard, on the basketball court, whatever it is, of tennis, whatever it is we have here available to them, they get to do it, and they get to do it pretty much on their own. The 10-year-old definitely does, who is sitting next to me reading his book. The 4-year-old doesn't get to do as much, but he definitely has way more independence than he would in New York City. Now, that being said, the 10-year-old is about to start middle school, and he is about to navigate New York City all by himself. So we're at a point where he's got to do it. I have to let him go, and I have to let him do these things for himself. Is he ready? Absolutely. Is he nervous? Probably. But I'm going to tell you what. In a week or two, he's going to be like, what are you talking about? This is the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. It doesn't take that long. And you have to be able to have, belief in your children that they can do it. And you have to have belief in yourself that you can let them do it. And, I do this because, I want to help parents get over the fear, embrace the milestones and address the fear, right? Because it's really, really important to make sure that you do that. And you make sure that your kids know that you have their backs and that they are trusted and they can be trusted, because it just makes for better relationships all the way around. So that was really my point for the article today. I see parents on the playground and they are literally standing over their children all the time. And parents are actually getting hurt on the playground. And this is also what this article was about. There are people in the world who hurt themselves on the playground because they are hovering over their children too much. How is that even a thing? How is that even a thing? Like, stop, back up, let your kid do it. And if they can't do it, they're going to fall. And you know what? It's okay. Kids fall. We fall every single day, and we get ourselves back up and we move along and we are just fine. I let my kids fall all the time. If it's not bleeding or broken, they have to get up and go back and play. Sorry, that's the rule. And I think it makes for more independent, better equipped to handle situation children. That's just my philosophy. And it's the philosophy of my coaching, because trust me when I tell you that parenting on the opposite side of fear is way better than parenting on the side of fear. And being able to embrace that and address it and get over it. I mean, like, we all have a little bit of fear in our bodies. That's innate and normal and natural. But being able to address it and get over it and move on and allow your children to be children is probably one of my top 2 parenting tips. I've had to write down my top parenting tips, but let your kids be kids, everybody. Let them enjoy their lives. You had your chance. Let them fall down and dust themselves off and get back up, because the experience is way better when they have reference, and then, they can move on and do awesome things in their lives. That's my message for you guys today. Check out my New York Post article, you guys. The post is I'm going to post it on my Facebook page. Join the Why Am I Yelling Facebook group. If you haven't joined us for the monthly Mommy Challenge, it started last night, but it's not too late. We are calling it the Giving Back to School Challenge. And it's all about making donations to your schools, local schools, different charities that donate to schools, all kinds of stuff. So tonight we're talking about supply lists and how to make donations. So get on that with us, and I will see you back here tomorrow or tonight in the Why Am I Yelling Facebook group at 8:30 p.m. That's all I have for you. Love you guys. Have a great day, and check out the New York Post article. Talk to you later. Bye.